Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Agent Psycho, and we're gonna get started on the last episode, episode number 3 of the 50th chapter of the Exploring the Arsenal series, featuring me, Agent Psycho, aka Door Sniper 98. And this time, we're gonna be taking a look at the final ultimate variant of the AA-12 family, the AA-12 Dominator, and it is very, very aptly named. It absolutely dominates people at close within its effective range, and yeah, it's pretty badass, and it's pretty fucking good. Excuse my swearing, but there's no other way that I can emphasize just how beast the Dominator is. So, a little bit of background information on it. It is indeed the Annex Rare variant of the AA-12 family, and it was available in the Mist Hotel case when it was available anyway. And this is a very, very rare shotgun because not many people like the AA-12 because it's pretty bad. The AA-12, they don't give the other AA-12 variants a shot, specifically speaking the Mark II and the Dominator, because they think they suck as well. Because I mean, statistically speaking, they're not that much different. And while those people may be correct, they're not understanding the full effects of the statistical changes. They don't realize just how significant they are to these other variants. So, without further ado, let's look into the statistics on the AA-12 Dominator, courtesy of Commander's Wiki, as always. And the damage on the AA-12 Dominator is at a 69. So compared to the original AA-12 anyway, it is 2 points stronger, and compared to the AA-12 Mark II, it is 1 point stronger. So you can see that the damage is being scaled up by 1 point here, obviously. So while people may think that it's only 2 points stronger, there's not much difference to it. I mentioned the AA-12 Mark II variant, that my theory why I feel that the AA-12 Mark II is a lot stronger than the original AA-12 is because of the fact that the pellets, each pellet is buffed by 1 point each. Basically what I mean by that is that if you guys didn't watch my AA-12 review, what I mean that is that the AA-12 Mark II, when it's because of its 1 point buff in damage, my theory behind this is that 1 point buff in damage applies to every single pellet. You can see here that I'm trying to figure out how many pellets that the AA-12 Dominator holds, and I figure out that each pellet still holds, or each shell rather, still holds only 6 pellets. And my theory is that Nexon coded it into the game that for the Mark II, AA-12 Mark II's pellets, each pellet would have a buff of 1 point damage. So essentially, it's like buffing your AA-12 not by 1 point, but by a lot more points of damage than that. Possibly even 6 points, but I think that's stretching a little bit. But in any case, that's what I think it is. Each pellet is actually buffed individually, so this means that the shotgun overall deals a lot more damage than just 68 in terms of the AA-12 Mark II. For the AA-12 Dominator, because it has a 2 point increase in damage, the effects are essentially doubled over the AA-12 Mark II. Basically, each pellet is buffed by pretty much twice the amount of damage that the AA-12 Mark II has. So that's why I feel that the AA-12 Dominator the damage on the AA-12 Dominator is absolutely ridiculous. So the damage is really, really through the roof on the AA-12 Dominator, and hopefully the gameplay can adequately demonstrate just how powerful the Dominator is. In respect to the damage drop-off, the AA-12 Dominator's damage drop-off is very, very consistent, unlike the AA-12 and kind of unlike the AA-12 Mark II. The AA-12 Mark II had pretty good damage range, or damage profile over range, but it's nowhere near how good the AA-12 Dominator's damage profile over range is. You can get your damage pretty much stays consistent within its maximum effective radius, or range, I should say, not radius. And as you can see here, I'm pretty much sniping people with the Dominator from from the top floor on the ceiling down to people rushing up the bridge from Alpha Spawn. You can still hit people there, which is really amazing. At the same time, it's understandable though, because the AA-12 family, all the variants have extremely tight shotgun spreads. They probably have the tightest amongst all shotguns and combat arms. That is debatable though. There may be there may be a few other shotguns that do share the same style of spread, but the Dominator, combined with its extremely tight shotgun spread and really long range, it's possible to use the shotgun almost like an assault rifle. But then again, because it only fires 6 pellets, you may want to just reserve the Dominator for close range work. But still, if you've got no other options, the Dominator could still potentially save your life at far middle range combat. So the damage, just one last word of it on the AA-12 Dominator. It does consistently 2-shot, and the 2 and 3-shot. Rarely does it 4-shot, as long as you hit most of your pellets. So yeah, damage is obviously through the roof on the Dominator. You just have the statistics on the official statistic on the on Commander's Wiki doesn't do the Dominator nor the AA-12 to enough justice. It doesn't show the full picture basically. So you have to basically try it out for yourself. The portability on the AA-12 Dominator has been increased, I think from 61 to 65, so of course it is a lot lighter, and it's not really that noticeable, but you can feel it a little bit. It is a little bit faster anyway. More portability never hurt anyone. Rate of fire. The rate of fire has been increased by 3 points from 30 to 33 from the AA-12 and 6 points from the AA-12 Mark II. So obviously the overall DPS time is just through the freaking roof, and the faster rate of fire in the case of the AA-12 Dominator is actually really good, because the kickback on the AA-12 Dominator is a lot more friendlier than it is on the normal AA-12. Moving on to its accuracy. Now, the accuracy is a little bit better on the AA-12 Dominator than it is on the Mark II or the AA-12. The Mark II had a little bit of had pretty much the same bullet accuracy. What I mean by accuracy, once again, for shotguns, is how accurately your pellets spread out through your spread. Like, do they center or do they go towards the outer rim of your spread? That's what I mean by that. And the Dominator, the pellets on the Dominator seem to be a lot more predictable, and that's why I suppose that's why it's a lot better overall than the other variants. But in any case, the accuracy is pretty good on the AA-12 Dominator, and I found that the rate at which I get lottos, like just straight up lottos, is a lot higher as well. So that's always good. The recoil has been increased from the AA-12 from 55 to 61, I believe, the same one as it is on the AA-12 Mark II. But then again, there's nothing to worry about. It's a shotgun. So in any case, the statistical changes are all that have been tweaked about the AA-12 Dominator over the other variants. That being said, though, it does have a pretty slick Arctic camo, which is very nice in my hands anyway, in my eyes anyway. And mechanically speaking and performance-wise, it's pretty much identical to the other variants of its family. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the review on the AA-12. If you guys do happen to come across someone who does have it, or if you have this lying around your inbox somewhere and you haven't activated because you think it sucks, do activate it. Give it a try. It's a lot better than you think. In fact, it's probably one of the most overpowered shotguns in the game, up there with the M4 Super 90 and the Max's R870 MCS mod. In fact, I'm going to say the AA-12 Dominator is a lot better than M4 Super 90. So yeah, it'll probably give the Max's a run for its money. Anyways, guys, thank you guys very much for watching, and yeah, this will wrap up the family of reviews on the AA-12. I believe the next review is going to be on the Bowie knife. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to check on that. If it's not, then oh well, but I'm pretty sure the Bowie knife is next. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I really don't know how to pronounce that name. Bowie, whatever. I'll call it whatever the hell I want. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. You could